I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. While y'all looking for a job, financially in debt. If that's the American dream, I got that shit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Those currency in your peers is a standardized unit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Invest in some stock and change it. I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. Keep rising and it's legit. I'm trying to tell ya, catching pips. If you're using the right leverage, your profits will be significant. 65 years to take being a slave, just to retire with a 401k. Who gave you those directions? They showed you the wrong way. Yourself is the first person that always need to be paid. Catch your feelings, I'm sorry, I can't relate. I'm catching pips from this currency exchange. Give your money to Billy for him to leverage and play. Every 2 weeks they deducting it from your pay. He put it in stocks and bonds and probably triple his wage. Take all the profits and slice you a piece of cake. You satisfied most money you ever made. It got you blinded to what's really taking place. You being used for someone else's gains, when you could use that money the same way. But instead of letting him do it, you taking your own trades. What's maximizing your profit that you receive immediately. And I'ma say it repeatedly, trading is where you need to be. Come and join the team and I can show you the frequencies, the right method, formulas and strategies. You wanna be the best like Kelly, I got all the keys. Some people like to question if trading really legit. In order to create dollars, you gotta use your sense. I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Those currency in your peers is a standardized unit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Invest in some stock and change, it'll be your easiest flip. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. The movement and no exchange keep rising and it's legit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. If you're using the right leverage, your profits will be significant.
And agreed to serve 7 years.
Yo, what's good, everyone? How everybody doing today? Today we're going to go over support, the trend line, Fibonacci training, and then if we have enough time, we'll also get into auction and Dow theory. How's everybody doing today?
That I had no absolutely reason.
All right. What's going on? What's going on with you guys? How's everybody trading week going so far? Did you guys catch any trades? You guys make money? You guys lose money so far? What are your trading weeks looking like? Slow. Somebody said slow week. Yes, more than likely. Yeah, it's been kind of slow. All right. So do we have any people that's new to class today? Any people that's not understand the basics of trading, support, resistance, and trend line? If you don't understand, please drop some 777s in the chat so I can know. All right, so when everyone's familiar with trading. All right, cool. All right. All right, then we're just gonna jump right into this. So I'm gonna teach you guys about auction and Dow theory. Since most of you guys already know about support and resistance, we'll tie it all in together. So what we're looking at right now is a schematic that I've drawn out for auction and Dow theory trading. So with auction and Dow theory, it's about three different entry types: pullback, breakout, and retest. Most people are familiar with the break and retest. Some people are familiar with the breakout, but most people don't also understand the pullback. So I'm gonna get started. Just give me a second, a few more seconds for everybody to get in here. All right, a few more minutes.
Yeah. Look, it's 24 hours in a day, so how are you really grinding if you only working 8? That's 16 hours you give away, and if you're using 8 to sleep, then it's still another 8. But I only need one to show you the fucking way. My minimal conversation can maximize your day, cause I can lead you to places your life that'll alternate. Imagine 24/7 increasing your income rate, so even when you sleep, your money still fluctuate. But money, it never sleeps, so don't expect it to wait. The life that you really want, it's up to you to create. If all of this sound intriguing, then you should be taking trades. I'm dropping jewels, you should be trading a simple 234. I put you through training and give you a grafting chart and show you how to arrange it and scale it out right to reduce your risk of danger. So when you get in them pips, your profit could be major. The more you advance your mind, the less they can enslave you. Try to send you to school and give you a set of rules and tell you that a degree is the only tool you could use to take you to those heights where you see them tropical views. They hire teachers, make sure that you well groomed. It's all a part of their taxes to keep you lost and confused. Forex, I'm sitting with millionaires in rooms, receiving the education about shit that they really do. Having deep conversations about shit I could really use. Some people like to question if trading really legit. In order to create dollars, you gotta use your sense. I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. While y'all looking for a job, financially in debt. If that's the American dream, y'all can have that shit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Those currency in your peers is a standardized unit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Invest in some stock and change, it'll be your easiest flip. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. The movement and no exchange keep rising and it's legit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. If you're using the right leverage, your profits will be significant. 65 years it'll take being a slave just to retire with a 401k. Who gave you those directions? They showed you the wrong way. Yourself is the first person that always need to be paid. Y'all catching feelings, I'm sorry, I can't relate. I'm catching pips from this currency exchange. Give your money to Billy for him to leverage and play.
All right, you guys, gonna go ahead and get this class started. All right, so basically, auction and Dow theory is the way that the market moves. It moves in 3 phases and 3 levels, and we're gonna go over those different phases and different levels. And then I'll show you guys how I draw it out on XRP, because I know XRP is a perfect example of the auction and Dow theory. So basically, phase 1 is usually where either it's an uptrend, basically. All right, it's just all right, I'll take care of it. All right, so if it's an uptrend, you guys, it looks like this. So you'll get the redistribution or contraction or trend reversal at the bottom. Price will consolidate in this area. And then we'll get the excess or accumulation, aka smart money, aka fast money. Or smart money, actually, it's smart money. So this is where you get a good, nice amount of profits in pips in this calculation. So with this one, you will enter off the pullback. So basically, price will consolidate. This will be your ceiling. So we'll draw out a ceiling real quick. Right. Price will bounce up and down within this consolidation area. You'll get the pullback from here, and you'll take off. Breaking through this level of resistance, creating a new high. So we'll have a new high right here. Right. A new high. Right. So then price will consolidate again. So now we have where it's going to contract or consolidate, which is phase 2. Right. So then we look for entry 2, which is the retest. of the break of the basically of the pullback. So now price will now go from consolidating in this area, retest, and then we'll look to take it for the public participation. This is where most of the money is made. This is fast money. This is where you get the public participating in a movement. This is basically where we usually come in and we make our money. This is where we get our most profits at. This is where everything moves the most at. So this is another level of accession. So basically market moves up and then we get another chance to enter the market. Price will contract and consolidate again. And you see that we have a resistance level here. So basically price can break, enter the retest. So this is the breakout or the pullback. All right, pullback, consolidate, 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 retest, take off. Right, then price consolidates again. Then you look for the breakout. So this is when price will break out and get you the third level, which is the smallest profits there is. And then you enter another phase where we call redistribution, where we now start to look for the downtrend. So perfect example, you can mark it up right here. Right? So let's mark this up. All right, there's your redistribution. So you see that we came from, come on. We were basically in an uptrending motion, right? This here was a distribution. Right? So we look at like this. We got this level of support right here. Basically, it's the resistance to the ceiling. This is the floor. This was the entry. Gonna pull back. So you could have entered off of this candle, this candle right here was a pullback where the higher entry dropped, right? So he was able to grab this expression right? Price came back up, we went to a level of consolidation. And then a level, basically level 2.
Everything was good this morning?
Yeah, no problem.
Did a guy come to see your room?
No one.
Right, and then right here is where trend decided it wants to change. So now we see a trend change. Right there. So this is when the trend decides it wants to change. And we start to get an up movement in the market. We have that up movement, then we have this downward movement. So you guys see there's another level right here, consolidation. And draw these out. And while I'm drawing these out, you guys have any questions, just please feel free to ask. You can either unmute yourself and ask the question, or you can type it in chat and I'll gladly read it. I'm just going to show you guys different scenarios. All right. So you see how the redistribution, we have the expression, which is phase one. So here we go right here. So phase one, basically all this was distribution. You guys gotta remember, this is like a long time. We were in this level of consolidation on XRP for almost a year. But we're gonna just ignore this part here, but we know that market came back down. We leveled off in this area for a long period of time. What I want to focus is on more in the future. So we have this break, we have this pullback, then we have the expression, which is level one. So this is phase one, level one. Then we went into consolidation, level two. Right? Consolidation, level three. Phase one starts over for redistribution to the downside. Phase level one, phase two, level two, phase three, basically redistribution, basically another level of expression, consolidation. Are you guys understanding this method of how it works? I want to make sure that everyone's basically understanding. So that way I make sure I'm making sense to you guys. You guys have any questions in regards to how it's working, how it looks, let me know. I want to make sure you guys are fully understanding this.
I saw Christopher Terry doing this.
Saw Christopher Terry doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
he taught Jason Brown how to do this.
Yep. It's a really good trick.
He does it with Bitcoin.
Yep. And that's where I figure it works good with coins. It does work good with XRP, SPX as well. When SPX wants to respect the technicals, it works very well. And then you see right now we have that level of redistribution again right here. And then we have the sell-off. The pullback. Here's a retest right here. Price pullback, option for a replay, they'll sell back off. Or we also see that we're sitting above the 200 EMA, so price is still continuing upwards. So we can see it pull back. So this is a pullback right here. So you can actually, if you want to, you can actually expand it out further. This is a chance to entry because you see it rejected the trend line that we started. So you could have entered on this pullback right here. Got into it, been deeper in profits, and then once it breaks above this right here, you can look for a retest here after the breakout, or you can trade the breakout, pull back, breakout, wait for it to come back and retest and take off. So let's see, where's that school? So I'm gonna pull back, gonna hit the ceiling, pull back, breakout. Second option is pull back, consolidation, rejection, pull back, enter, take off. Does that make sense to you guys? So consolidation, level one, consolidation, which is phase two, level one, this is phase three. We see another expression to the top side, and then we'll see another level of redistribution. Let me edit this one. Give me the box. All right, any questions? right, so there's no question. I'm going to show you guys how we can also tie the Fibonacci into this as well. So we know that the trend has changed. We know that we're in an overall uptrend. Now we use our FIBS. It's an uptrend, so we can draw from the high to the low. We see that we are, grab a horizontal tool, sitting above the kill zone, which is a 6.8, which means momentum is to the upside. So we're pushing up. Price came, broke above, it retested, rejected the 6.8, and now we're gonna push up. So you could have took it from this entry, like that, down. You can target extensions. Now, how I usually target this breaks out. You can use your FIBS to draw levels of support and resistance in the market. 88%, 100, 14, 127, 138, that's 50. And the price decides that it wants to come back down, reject the box. We already know that we could sell off from the 618 to the downside, target the 50, 38, the 23, the 12, and the 0. So now we're going ahead and remove the FIBS out the way. As you guys see, this was pullback entry, got a bar here. Or you can actually buy down. These are basically where price tried to break out the box and rejected and came back inside. Same thing here, same thing there. It tried to reject it. We got the rejection at the bottom of the box right here. So now we look at price, and now we can say, well, price breaks below. Now I want to sell it. Price breaks above. I want to buy it. So we missed sniper entry. We could take this entry off this rejection and push to the upside and take it in TP here at the top of the box, which basically means that you would have caught that rejection and you would have took it here. You could have easily bagged 69 pips off that move, or you could wait for the break of this, the retest, enter on the retest, and take it to the extended targets. Same thing, the price decides that it wants to reject the top of the box, break down, come back, retest, sell off. Target the lower box. Basically, you trade this from zone to zone. And one thing I like to tell people, like, everything is the same. Like, whether it's we trade the consolidation, right? Or we're trading auction Dow theory, it's still the same. Everything remains the same. If you trade in confluence trading, That would have been an entry right there. Where the trend line meets resistance, right? This would have been another entry. Have another level of support. See, right? So that's two entries. So you could have took this entry, from this pull, boom, came back, another entry, ran off. Price came back and consolidated, took off. Then we, oh, why is that going? Oh, got the way. That's totally gone away. Took off. Another entry right there. And now we can see another take off. So you had 3 optimal entries with this pullback. We're trading Confluence Trading. Entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. Remember, pullback, this was right here was a drop. We went to consolidation. Did you have bag? Yes, you could have. You would have bagged a nice amount of profit from here, from this rejection to here. Would have grabbed over 293 pips, or that, no, 29. What's that? I always get XRP confused. I think it's 293 pips you would have grabbed, right? So that's one, right? Then some people would have waited till it broke structure and traded back to the downside. You would have caught the break of this and sold to met the trend line again. It's not 169. Then you would have bought the rejection of this. And this time, remember, this is public participation in this instance. Look how much you back, 515 pips on a public participation. Right? So now you're up, you're in the money. Now you're looking for the next phase, which will be the pullback here. It came, it rejected this pullback. So you know this rejection could take it from this area right here for the pullback. Hold this way from here, you would enter a little bit of consolidation, but you never came back to touch this low right here. Right? You just took off. So this is phase 3. We have price ready to break out this consolidation. So now we're looking for the next phase, phase 3. So phase 3 is usually the shortest phase in some instances. So we might see it move something similar to one second.
Does everybody understand? Do you want to try it? Anybody want to share?
Anybody want to try, give it a shot?
I'm literally doing exactly the same thing on my chart. So I got a consolidation area, then it takes off. Consolidation area, the sell-off. Small consolidation before the push again. But where it's come to now, Bitcoin is the same kind of consolidation area as the previous consolidation area. You can notice that using this method. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, works very well every pair. It's just you have to see like certain pairs, it looks better like on different time frames. So we drop down to the 1 hour. You see a lot more different types of movements. You see here, you'll see this right here. You'll catch that drop.
Yeah.
These redistribution, push back to the upside. And then also you guys see like, what do you see on a 1 hour time frame right now? I see a inverted head and shoulders. That's how that happened. All right, so every time frame is always going to show something different. Where's head and shoulders? Just to even out the shoulder. Boom. Could have bought this right here. bought that, right? So when it broke out, you can trade this off the 15-minute because it does move fast. Breakout, this would have been your entry right here. This candlestick would have been your retest. We took that from there. Up to there. We grabbed 116 pips. Now, people always ask, how do you know how far it's going to go? Measure from the head to the shoulder. There you go. So we could potentially see it break out of this box and continue to push up. So remember, every time frame you're going to see something a little bit different, but you just have to follow the fundamentals and understand what you're looking at and what you're looking at trading. Does anybody want to give it a shot and show me if they're able to understand and give it a go? Remember, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong way. It's just all about practicing and trying to get a understanding of how market action and Dow 3 works. Same as confluence trading, support, resistance, trend line, entry points. It's all the same language. None of it is different. It's just how you want to view the market at that time. Any volunteers? Or I could just start calling out names.
Come on, guys. Who wants to go? Someone save us. The awkward silence.
Rest, ice, awkward silence. All right, how about I make it sweet? $25 Bitcoin to the first person that tries it right now.
Who wants $25 a Bitcoin in your Coinbase? Let's go.
First person that say hi or unmute themselves, $25 into your Bitcoin wallet right now.
Come on, guys.
Okay, it's ice with $25 in Bitcoin. Guys, come on, somebody. No one. Mike, what's up, Mike? What are you doing? You on your phone? You at work? Juan, Diana, Christine.
Yo, what? You're gonna say 20? This Bitcoin? Come on, it'll be worth 50 later.
What do y'all want? Y'all want in Dodge? Y'all want in Ethereum? Well, you know, I can put in any kind of coin and send it. What you want? No one.
Oh man.
Working, making my daughter lunch. What was the question? We're asking somebody to mark up. The first person that volunteers to mark up auction and Dow 3 will get $25 Bitcoin.
Could have paid for the daughter's lunch there, Mike.
Yep, I'm basically paying for lunch, coffee,
free lunch,
dinner. You know, a night at Chili's, you know, drinking a dinner and a drink. Somebody said I'm at work. Everybody's at work.
Oh,
I have the dedication. You know, Chili's got that 2 for $20 special. If you're in America, you in UK, you guys can. What is that? What's $25 in the UK? Learn something that's viable for lunch or dinner.
TGI Fridays.
Oh yeah, I got you guys out there, dude.
Yeah, we got TGI.
I cannot wait to come, man. They close all our TGI Fridays out here down.
No, we still got ours. They're everywhere.
I love happy hour. Happy hour TGI Fridays is the best.
Yeah, they do that here.
The only one we got right now is at the stadium, and I'm not about to go to the stadium just to go eat. No, ain't happening. It ain't happening. I ain't about to pay no parking meter to go sit and have no dinner or happy hour. I mean, nobody wants to try at all. No one. Where's everybody at? Nobody want to try. Let's see.
Does everybody understand then? Can everybody?
Any questions? How about that? Any questions? Yeah. That did it make sense? Is it too complicated? You know, if I need to basically reiterate or explain it a little bit better, like give us some feedback. Let me know. I know it's too technical for me at this stage. I am new. All right.
So why don't we walk through it then? It looks
I have
technical.
a
It's not. It's
question.
just some. Oh yeah. Hello.
Could you go over the boxing patterns that you did?
Yep. Cool. No problem. I'll definitely go back over it.
Just a random question. Does it work? Do you think it works better on the line chart or the candle?
The line chart too. Let me see.
Because I use the line chart quite a lot for support resistance.
See. How well it works on the line chart?
Yeah. It's pretty clear on the line chart.
Mm-hmm. Really clear. All right. So basically, this is auction and Dow theory. You can also look at it as confluence trading as well. It's all the same. So basically, let's just say we just got done with a downtrend motion, right? So price came from previous uptrend, and now we're trending down, right? So we see here where it has phase one, which is redistribution, contraction, aka trend reversal. This is where the trend is starting to reverse. It's accumulating orders to push up. This here is what we call smart money. It's accumulation, it's accession, it's smart money. Yes, and support and resistance. See, these lines are support and resistance in the market. See support. This is resistance. This is support. This is now resistance or ceiling for this. This is now a floor. So it's similar to that. Exactly how it is. Support and resistance. But basically, you're seeing the boxes and you're drawing them out. Honestly, used to have a hard time seeing support and resistance in the market until I started drawing the boxes, and then now I don't need the boxes no more. I don't really need lines. I can just see it and just trade from a blank chart and knowing exactly where I'm looking for price to break out, and that's it. So this has definitely taken me to a whole nother level of looking at charts and things like that. So like I said, redistribution, trend reversal, right? So now we're starting an uptrend. You get a pullback. Basically, price has set a level of support right here. This is where price came down. It found its resistance, which is the ceiling, right? So it's basically playing around in this area. We get the pullback. This is where you can enter one right here, take off, right? Now this becomes a ceiling, level of resistance. This is your take profit. Now we find a level of consolidation. So now this becomes a level of support. So market is supporting itself now. Now we're entering phase two, which is contraction, consolidation, or springs, is basically springing back and forth to gain orders. Then we have phase level two, which is public participation. This is usually when we would enter the market. So we'll get the breakout from here. Price will break up, come back down. We'll enter that retest right there, and we take it up to TP to the next level of resistance. Basically, this now becomes a TP. Price then goes back into contraction, consolidation, which is now phase three. And then we see phase level three, which is now the smallest amount of the profits. So now you get an entry from here. Price then moves back into redistribution, basically where price is now going to change trends, and we're now going to look to start to sell it back down. Or some news could happen. And we could continue the momentum to the upside if news happens. Sometimes usually it doesn't fall, always falls technicals. But like I said, this is too where you can be like, hey, Horizontal line. This is my buy. This is my sell. Sell. If price decides it wants to break below, back retest, I'll sell it back down to the next level of support. If price continues to break up, break, retest, take it to the previous level of support in the past. But more than likely, because it's already completed all three phases, I'm now looking for the market to start trending downwards. Does that make more sense now? Yes. Okay. If you guys want, you guys can grab a screenshot of this. Let me move my face out the way so you guys can grab a screenshot. All right, go ahead and give you guys a chance to screenshot. And you guys that are on, you guys please picture, post on Instagram, share. IG tag is at vote. I can't spell my own name today. By Forex. All right, any questions? We have another about 20 minutes, or we can go ahead and early, or you guys want me to show you something different. Anybody need to know how FIBS work? I can show you guys FIBS.
Yes, please.
Works.
I'm very interested in FIBS.
All right, let's go to FIBS really quick. Which one was our FIBS class on? All right. So Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci retracement is basically levels of support and resistance in the market. It also dictates how price is going to move in the market. So basically here we have what we call the kill zone. So for me, I trade everything off the 4-hour time frame. You could trade off the 1 hour. You can trade off the daily. You can trade off the 15 minutes. You can even trade off the minute for scalping and 3 minutes for scalping. We're using FIBS and looking at the reversals, right? So I'm looking at right now. So like price breaks above the 618, right? We're going to look for a strong buy. And these prices are going to buy, right? If price breaks below the 50, I'm looking for a sell. So basically price has to break above, retest, and buy. Or if you're good at catching the breakout, you can catch the breakout. Same thing to the downside. Each level of the FIB supports as a support and resistance in the market, and also can be supported as a level of TP. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all these lines, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to mark up currently where we are. Oh, no, I don't want to leave that small line. So as we see, we know that the market is currently in an uptrend, right? Now, before we go into FIBS, I just want to show you guys a perfect example of confluence trading. There's an entry. There's an entry. There's an entry. Right? So you see all those entries. All right, so now we look at FIBS. We know that we're in an uptrend. This is the recent high. This is the current high. So when you're measuring your Fibonacci for the uptrend, you want to take your FIBS. You want to pull from the top when it's an uptrend to the most recent low. So the recent high to the most recent low. This is the most current high. So you can't draw here because price hasn't finished moving. So you draw from the most recent to the most current low, right? So now you have your FIBS levels. You now take your horizontal tool and you mark out these levels. You have your 0, your 12, your 23, your 38, your 50, your 618, your 70, 78, the 88, and the 100. You can also target the other extensions as level supports in case price really decides it wants to run. All right, so from here, I want to know where my kill zone is. So I'm going to box out my kill zone with the rectangle tool. I know that this is a 618. I'm on a 4-hour time frame, so I know that this is my 4-hour kill zone. Price as we see right now is what consolidating with inside the kill zone. So how would I look at this now? If price breaks below the 50, you want to sell it. Price breaks above the 618, you want to buy it. I see here that we have wick failure to the top, which is a good indication that, hey, we may create a higher low, but I know that the market continues to move up. So now I'm willing to target the next target, which is the 70. That will be my TP1. The 786 will be now my TP2. The 80 is now my TP3. Right now to the downside, I see that price here. This is a nice level of support. Price broke through previously, created a new floor, came back up, rejected off my 618, broke through again. All right, here's another level of confluence, another level you could enter off of. Right, and then we have the EMA right there, which is another level of support. Right, so now we look at this and we know that basically price has been breaking through. So we know that price can continue down, and we know that we have this trend line here. So we can look at it like this: price can now sell off. TP1 will be right here. And what happens is the top price decides to hit this TP right here, and it rejects hard with a strong wick, like how we have these wicks right here. Off of this, we can now snap an entry to push for the momentum to the upside. But if price decides that it wants to break this area and this trend line, I would now look to target the 23, the 12, and possibly the 0. Now I ask myself, if price sell off, where are we going? I ask myself that, okay, I see here that we have this area right here. We have this breakout. We see that price has never been back to this area. Price has not been back to this area. So these other extensions and targets, price hasn't been back here. So these are different areas in the market. If it breaks this trend line, I would definitely look to take it to this low, to this higher low, and this low. Because why? Price has not retested these areas of support in the market. So you can now be like, hey, I see that as a potential target. I see that pivot as a potential target. We have this target right here. So price breaks our trend line. I want to go in a deeper sell. I can look to target these pivots here, pivot here, pivot here. Now, do you guys know what pivots are? Is the kill zone always between the 50 and 618? Yes, that is the kill zone. That is a sweet spot in the market. Every pair has a signature move. If you trade a pair, go back and retest that pair and see how deeply does it retrace. Every pair has a signature move that it does. And I know for a fact with GU and GJ, I can see it move to about the 88%, sometimes 100. And if it breaks the 88 or 100, I know it's going to fly off until I hit the 160, the 1618, which is 161% retracement. If it doesn't, if it rejects my kill zone, breaks below the 50, I know it's going to sell back down to at least the 12.5. And if it breaks to 12.5, I can see a clear breakout of structure and it would be pushed down to the downside. So every pair has its movement. You have to study your pair movement and how it moves. It's vital to understand that pair. That's why I always suggest people study one pair, become a master of one. That way you can become a master of all. I can literally now mark up any chart and trade anything based off of support, resistance, and trendline trading and using my Fibonacci tool. Now, is there any questions at all?
Yeah, Travell, can you just see how that would work on a downtrend market?
Yeah.
Using the fib.
Let's see if I can find something that's in the downtrend. Okay, perfect. GCAD. We're also noticing downtrend. Why? Because it's sitting underneath the 200 EMA. We have a trend line from the top to the bottom. I'm a person I like to have more than one trend line, so always draw an extra one. So I kind of look at a channel. Cool. All right, so downtrend. That's how the downtrend works. So you take your fib. This is the most recent low. Right? So we draw from here. Pull it up to the most recent high. This is the current high. This is the most recent high. This is the most recent low. So from most recent low to the most recent high. You notice that when you're in a downtrend, that your zeros at the top and your extensions are pointing towards the bottom. Why? Because price is selling off. So now we see here, I'll mark out the level of support. So here you can come up here. Actually, let's mark it out really quick. All right, and then let's did I miss a fake level? Yeah, I did. All right, you see that? Now, what do you see? Where could you have taken? You guys should all have annotation. If you were to be in this trade or to see this trade, you have two options to enter this trade based off the past. Can someone annotate where the first entry for the sell would be at? Where would you have taken your first sell if you had trade the breakout? Anybody? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Dillard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello. Yes, hello.
Okay, where would you have taken your first entry on a sell at? Right from this chart right here. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on my tablet, Travell.
Okay, hit annotate at the top of the screen and show me draw a circle around where you have taken the sell at for the breakout.
Here we are. I'm not sure where I got.
Everyone should have annotate on their screen. It's at the tip top. You should see it. You should be able to click annotate.
Just below the 50 line, Travell.
So are we talking here?
No, to the right. To the right.
Okay, right here.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Guys, right.
Yeah.
You are right. That's one entry. But right here is a breakout.
Yeah.
Right. So let's change the color so everybody can see that. We'll change this red because we're looking at oops. Not that. Come on. Or turns red because we're looking for a sell. Boom. Right there. That's the breakout. Right. This is a retest right here, possibly. But the strongest retest is right here. Why right here? Why is this the best one? We have the trend line, right? We have support and resistance. We have it rejecting. So basically, let's do this. Let's break this out. Free confirmation. So break structure, break of support, or break of structure. Let's say break of structure. Break of support. Yeah, symbol and resistance. So break of support or resistance. Right. Then we have 2, the retest. 3, we have trend line. 4, we have FIB confirmation. Is it breaking below the 50 or above 618? Right. And then lastly, you check news. Always check news. Right, so let's check it off. We know we're in a downtrend. We already know price broke out. We didn't catch the breakout. So now we're waiting for price to pull back. Price pulls back. We get a rejection candle, right? Then we reject off of this one. The next candle comes up, pulls back. We have an entry. We got the rejection of the trend line. We got the rejection of the 50. So now we know we got break of support resistance. We got the retest. We got the trend. We got it breaking below the 51, right? Now that becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4 point trade. 4 points. We got 4 points now. We can trade this. We can now say this is a solid sell off. We can sell this off, right? This is GCAP. So I'm gonna drop down to the 1 hour because I need to make sure that we're making this make sense because these are a lot of pips right here on GCAP. A lot of pips. So look here, GCAP, we have more than one entry. We have the breakout, a retest here, a retest there, a retest there. We have 3 chances to enter this market. No, 4 chances. 4 chances. The breakout, the pullback, the retest, the retest. Right? So each time you're gonna go out the breakout, you would have bagged 161 pips, right? You got the pullback, you would have bagged 62. You got the retest, you would have grabbed 77. Another retest, another 73 pips. The breakout began right here because we broke out the kill zone. Now, this would have been a sniper entry right here. See that right there? That could have been a sniper. Hey, chill out. But is this making sense to you guys? Are you guys understanding this?
Yeah.
guys-
Trevor, can you just minimize that so I can take a screenshot of that chart?
No problem.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so Travell, so on a downtrend, you take your fib from the most recent low to the most recent high.
Yes, you want your extensions to point to the downside.
Okay, and on an uptrend, is it from the most recent high to the most recent low?
From the most recent low. So I was looking at here, it'd be this low, and then it will be, so the high was started already created, like right now. Say it wouldn't be this high, it will be this high. So you put from here to here,
Yeah.
right? And that'll be it. So here's something to show you guys. Let's see, NAS is on an uptrend. So you can go to your daily, right? Most recent low, most recent high. Oops, my bad, wrong way. My fault. Most recent high to the current low.
Yeah, nice one.
You see what? What do you see now? Based off of what you see here, before we even mark up this chart, I always look at my FIB levels first, key levels. Boom. I know we're on a daily. This is now my daily kill zone. Based off of this, what can we say about the market? Anybody? Based off of this, what can we say about the market? The market in a bearish trend, is it in a bullish trend? What do we see? Anybody?
Bullish trend.
Right. So now, if we get this candle today to close above the kill zone, tomorrow, I will look for it to pull up. Today, reject, take my entry, and take off. Breakout candle right here. Most people would have caught the breakout, caught that. Most people wait for it to pull back. Retest the zone, enter the market.
Travell, so your first TP is 70%.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if you have a hard time making TPs, right? So you can also turn on pivots. So pivots really, this will be a pivot right here. So this is a TP, right? And then what you could do is you can always check in the previous past. So I think we're in a new high, so we haven't reached. There we go. So we know the kill zone is here. We can target this pivot right here. So that's kind of close to your 70, right? Then you have this pivot here. Right? You have this pivot here. You see how some of these pivots are lining up with the Fibonacci? Does anyone know what pivots are? All right, so basically pivots is a pivotal turning point in the market. It's when market got to a certain point and decide it wants to reverse. That's what a pivot is. And there's the reason why we sometimes target pivots, because we know the market can reverse here, so this can also be a TP. You guys got to also be mindful that on a smaller time frame that you may have a lot of pivots. As we see here, look, what I say, we take the buy. So look at that, we can take the buy for this how many times already? We got the breakout, pull back, rejection, come back, broke out, filters to buy. We got the fake out, which is basically a vector. Then we have the breakout. We have this big bullish candle right here. This candle came back, almost retested, fully retested, but then we have this bearish candle right there that retested that level. Right now we have this pivot here, could have targeted, or you see here is a pivot here. So now we know, okay, pivot there, cool, perfect. Now we'll just take this closer as possible, TP1. TP2. This pivot is a 78. Right here, TP3. So they got TP1, 2, and 3, and then the Gusto, TP4, the final pivot. Now, I don't know how many people account, but you have to be very particular about trading this because this is, what is this? This is DJ. So you can trade this off the 4-hour time frame, which is perfectly fine. Right, so that's 162 pips. What is 0.01? That's $16 with a 0.10. You're looking at 160. With the standard, you're looking at $1,622. Any other questions?
Yeah, just one last one, Trevor. Which is the best time frame to use the fib?
Fib Fibonacci can be used on any time frame, whatever time frame you feel comfortable trading on. I trade off the 4-hour because for me the 4-hour works. Is basically how I trade. I like the 4-hour better. I've tried other time frames and they don't work for me. I don't like the movements to happen so fast. I can be very patient when I trade. So that's how I trade. I can take the entry sometime off the 15-minute to get a sniper entry, but I usually focus more on a 4-hour time frame, let the counter break above and then close or break low and close, and I enter the 1 hour and I wait for the pullback of that counter to retest my zone, and then I enter the market. You know, it can be used off any time frame, like GBP pairs. You can use it on an hour time frame. You can use it on a 15-minute time frame. But like me, I like the 4-hour time frame because I see the bigger move. I can see the moves happening, you know, on a larger scale. I'm looking for quality over quantity. US 30, definitely you can use it on 15 minutes. Don't try to use it on a 4-hour because this is way too much money. It can be costing way too much drawdown.
Okay.
You don't want to get stuck in, let's just say you try to buy the market here because price broke above this area, right? So now you're trying to buy the market, US scored what, $12, and price would slam back in reverse, then you're gonna draw down $82. $79, $82. Right? You don't want that to happen. So this is why we trade indices off a smaller time frame. So that way we're basically protected. Now you guys see there, what is that? Head and shoulders. This is the momentum to the upside. Shoulder, neckline, head, neckline, shoulder, breakout. You now know that it's going to go back and test this high. Right, or you can look at the bigger head and shoulders. Right, I'll level that up, boom. Figure out neckline, I'm buying. I hope this is making sense to you guys.
If it is making sense, guys, let's try to adopt it. Even just one chart. Can everyone on this call? So there's only a few of us left now. Can everybody on the call at least post one chart using this method? Can we agree to that? Showing the consolidation with the block and then the breakout, putting all the boxes together with the trend line. Can we do that?
I can probably do one with a fib, Lawrence.
Yeah, do one with the FIB. Just
Yeah,
type Travell. Yeah, put it in the homework.
For auction and Dow, I just want to see you guys mark up charts.
Yeah, I'll try one with a fib.
Yeah, we want to see you guys do the homework, man. It's lets us know what we need to work on and trading and teaching you guys how to trade.
Like I said, I think the box one's pretty good because I know that Christopher Terry taught it to Jason Stone and Jason Brown, and Jason Brown used it to trade Bitcoin. I've just while Travell was doing it, I've watched it. I've never done it, so I just marked up something, just messing about. And you can set your alert for it. You can actually see and identify where the next push is going to be, and the levels of consolidation. So I feel I'm a visual person. I need to look at my phone quickly, especially with TradingView, because I'm always on the move. So,
and the craziest thing, though, I'm gonna just be honest. The most craziest thing, I was basically talking to David about the whole auction and Dow theory, right? I'm like, David, this is where the market is right now, bro. Watch this. And I literally, honest to God, threw all these boxes out, right? Prior to the market even getting there. We came back a few days later, and I'm like, "Look, David, watch this, bro. The chart moved exactly how I said it was going to move with the auction and Dow theory." And we both looked at it and was like, "Damn, it actually moved like that. It did." And we were both really shocked, like, wow, it actually moved in that frame and it filled in those boxes. Same thing I was showing someone with UJ. It actually followed that movement. It may not have been very perfect, or it may not have filled the box in all the way, but it did make that exact move. It made the excessive run, it made the consolidation, and then it made another run, and then another consolidation, and then another run. It's like I'm looking at like, wow. Like, I don't use this method a lot anymore, but it's like maybe I want to get back into it for certain things. And I know that looking at XRP, and now I know that XRP and Bitcoin are moving the same way. I can now trade either XRP, Bitcoin, XLM, LTM, Ethereum, all the methods the same exact way. And I know that it's going to work because I've actually drawn out the boxes prior to that. And I've seen the movement. I've seen it happening. Let me see. Let me see if I have the text message. I'll send David with it. And then if I do, I'll load it up really quick so you guys can see it. Info. See all pictures I was seeing. Oh, yep, there it goes. So let me send this to. There we go. What's that? See that? I was talking to David at 8:27 in the morning, and this was yesterday. I believe this was yesterday. Let me see what the timestamp is on this. Was it yesterday? Let's see the exact date on this. So, keep loading. This was on Friday. I drew this out prior to Friday. And on Friday morning, that's when I sent David this. So do you guys understand what I mean by how this works? I drew this out prior to Friday, and I sent this to David on Friday morning. I said, "Hey, David." Oh, actually, we taught this on Dan's session last week on Wednesday, and this is what it came out to be on Friday. So you guys see how this works. It's the exact same thing that we just drew up. Is it not? GJ is what it should be done. Sorry guys, 1 second. GJ's breaking my cell. All right, guys, I want to drop these charts, these trades that I have that are pending for you guys also in Telegram, Discord. Right now we see that GJ is dropping. I've been waiting for this move to happen. I'm looking to trade down to the EMA. But do you guys understand how this method works now? How I was able to see how the market moved. I knew that it was going to consolidate based off of already making his moves here and things like that. And it was starting an uptrend that this actually started to happen. I was able to draw these boxes out prior to the export. I saw it move within these boxes. It literally shocked the hell out of me seeing these movements like, whoa, this actually did happen. And it not only happened on one pair, it's happened on more than one pair I've done this with. I hope that you guys understand that trading isn't hard. It's not rocket science. It's very easy. Once you understand the fundamentals, you understand how to look at the chart, how to mark up. Trading gets easier. It all starts basically with the mind, your mindset. Not going to be a cliche, but if you learn to understand that everywhere there's a risk, there's a reward. Always. Don't be afraid to lose money, because if you're afraid to lose money, you can't make money. Scared money don't make money. Once you take your fear away from losing, then you'll become a better trader. Once you learn to move off the negative stuff that's happening in your life and you inflow the positive, you can come out of consolidation and have that breakout. Everyone has an aha moment, but there's aha moment comes at a different time period. So you guys, with that, I've definitely gone over the limit for this class by about 15 minutes, but I want to thank you guys for joining the classroom. Hope you guys have dropped some charts for me. And until Saturday, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Look, it's 24 hours in a day, so how are you really grinding if you only working 8? That's 16 hours you give away, and if you're using 8 to sleep, then it's still another 8. But I only need 1 to show you the fucking way. My minimal conversation can maximize your day, cause I can lead you to places your life that'll alternate. Imagine 24/7 increasing your income rate. So even when you sleep, your money still fluctuate, but money, it never sleeps, so don't expect it to wait. The life that you really want, it's up to you to create. If all of this sound intriguing, then you should be taking trades. I'm dropping jewels, you should be trading a simple 234. I put you through training and give you a graph and chart and show you how to arrange it and scale it out right to reduce your risk of danger. So when you get in them pips, your profit could be major. The more you advance your mind, the less they can enslave you. Try to send you to school and give you a set of rules and tell you that a degree is the only tool you could use to take you to those heights where you see them tropical views. They hire teachers, make sure that you well groomed. It's all a part of their taxes to keep you lost and confused. Forex, I'm sitting with millionaires in rooms, receiving the education about shit that they really do, having deep conversations about shit I could really use. Some people like to question if trading really legit. In order to create dollars, you gotta use your sense. I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. While y'all looking for a job, financially in debt. If that's the American dream, I can have that shit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Those currency in your peers is a standardized unit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Invest in some stock and change, it'll be your easiest flip. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. The movement always exchange keep rising and it's legit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. If you're using the right leverage, your profits will be significant. 65 years it'll take being a slave just to retire with a 401k. Who gave you those directions? They showed you the wrong way. Yourself is the first person that always need to be paid. Y'all catching feelings, I'm sorry, I can't relate. I'm catching pips from this currency exchange. Give your money to Billy for him to leverage and play. Every 2 weeks they deducting it from your pay. He put it in stocks and bonds and probably triple his wage. Take all the profits and slice you a piece of cake. You satisfied, most money you ever made. It got you blinded to what's really taking place. You being used for someone else's gains, when you could use that money the same way. But instead of letting him do it, you taking your own trades. Was maximizing your profit that you receive immediately. And I'ma say it repeatedly, trading is where you need to be. Come and join the team and I can show you the frequencies, the right method, formulas and strategies. You wanna be the best like Kelly, I got all the keys. Some people like to question if trading really legit. In order to create dollars, you gotta use your sense. I trade 4 years of school for a year of catching pips. By the time y'all graduate, I already be rich. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Those currency in your peers is a standardized unit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. Invest in some stock and change, it'll be your easiest flip. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. The movement and no exchange keep rising and it's legit. I'm trying to tell ya, you should be catching pips. If you're using the right leverage, your profits will be significant. Look, it's 24 hours in a day, so how